The story of Gleipnir begins with a young man named Shuuichi Kagaya, who has excellent academic performance at his school. However, Shuichi instead chooses to live a life that he considers normal, where he doesn't want to stand out, even to the point of giving recommendations to other students for the prestigious college he got. However, behind Shuichi's bright side as an outstanding student, there is a dark side within him that is unknown and always hidden by him from others. One day, Shuichi notices a strange change in his body, and he is cured of nearsightedness and acquires a keen sense of smell. That night, when Shuichi was having trouble sleeping, he smelled fire from several kilometers away, and he decided to go there to check it out of curiosity. There he smelled the scent of a human being trapped in a burning building. At that time, Shuichi uncontrollably changed into a beast resembling a giant mascot. Seeing a woman lying weak in the middle of a fire, Shuichi decided to save the woman out of kindness. Using his powerful transformation power, Shuichi destroyed the wall with ease, and then carried the girl to a safer place. At this moment, the girl's open clothes actually aroused Shuichi's evil thoughts. Shuichi slowly pulled the girl's panties. But before getting any further, Shuichi's consciousness managed to defeat his evil thoughts, and he immediately returned to his human form, and immediately left the place, leaving the girl lying there. Unfortunately, when Shuichi arrives home, he notices that his cell phone has disappeared, leading Shuichi to think that maybe his cell phone was left at the scene last night. The next day, when Shuichi is worried that his secret will be revealed, the girl Shuichi had saved earlier comes to meet Shuichi at school. It turns out that the girl is the same student and is in the same school as Shuichi. The girl already knows the real identity of Shuichi, who can turn into a monster, and asks him to have a talk on the roof. Shuichi himself is reluctant to admit his identity as a monster. But the girl actually deliberately pushed Shuichi downstairs to prove the truth, so Shuichi was forced to transform into his beast form so he wouldn't fall to death from a height. In this situation, the girl takes a photo of Shuichi turning into a monster, to then blackmail him to reveal the secrets about his transformation. In the end, Shuichi admits that in fact he doesn't know how he can transform into a beast, and Shuichi himself is curious about why he can transform this way. The girl believed Shuichi and asked him to come home with her because she still had something she wanted to talk to Shuichi about. After school, the girl then introduced herself as Claire Aoki and then showed a gold coin which she stated had a connection with monsters. However, Shuichi said that this was the first time he saw the gold coin. Afterward, Claire takes Shuichi to her house, admitting that she has actually investigated monsters like Shuichi, but no one believes her. Actually, this is the reason why Claire previously planned to kill herself, but Shuichi thwarted the suicide attempt and revealed the truth about the existence of monsters. Claire intends to work with Shuichi to reveal all the secrets behind the monster. But suddenly a mysterious person appears on the balcony who intends to take the gold coin in Claire's hand. Due to being rude and endangering them, Shuichi immediately transforms into a beast mascot and arrests the mysterious person. Unexpectedly, the mysterious person is a woman who can also transform into a monster and knock Shuichi down. On the other hand, it shows the past of the girl named Hikawa, who found a gold coin on the riverside. The gold coin is used by Hikawa in a vending machine, which surprisingly summons a mysterious man. The man gave Hikawa the power and the ability to transform into a monster in exchange for the gold coin. Since then, Hikawa thought that if she collected more gold coins, then she would get more power. It was in her search that Hikawa accidentally met Claire and Shuichi, so she decided to follow them and planned to seize the gold coin. Back in the present, Claire uses pepper spray to temporarily stop Hikawa's movements. But before Claire could continue her attack, Shuichi ran away, taking Claire away. In this situation, Claire thinks that the gold coin can be exchanged for power, and Hikawa will do anything to get the gold coin. It was a choice between killing or getting killed, so they decided to fight together. Claire then finds a huge zipper behind Shuichi's body, and she opens the zipper to get inside. When Claire enters Shuichi, both of them can feel each other's feelings, such as their hatred, anger, emptiness, and sadness. Claire discovers that she can manipulate Shuichi's body, but this makes Shuichi unable to control his body when Claire takes over. Not long after that, Hikawa arrived, and there was a fierce fight between them, where Shuichi and Claire, who had joined together, were beaten many times by Hikawa. But after adapting to her new body, Claire shows her unusually strong abilities. Compared to Shuichi, Claire is more assertive and doesn't hesitate to attack, injure, or even kill anyone who becomes her enemy, and this makes Shuichi feel a little scared of Claire. When Hikawa refuses to tell them about information she knows, Claire mercilessly and viciously kills him. Since that incident, Shuichi has become afraid of Claire and tries to stay away from her. But Claire convinces Shuichi that they are a strong team if they work together. Claire says that Shuichi will suffer more in the future, but she can promise that if one day Shuichi dies, then she will die with him. Claire proved her words by jumping from a height without hesitation, so that Shuichi, who was previously reluctant to transform, then without hesitation turned into a monster again, saving Claire from death for the second time. So in this way, they decided to work together to reveal the secret behind the gold coin and Shuichi's monster transformation. In this situation, Claire reveals everything to Shuichi, saying that she is searching for her older sister named Elena, who has killed all of her family members apart from Claire and has become the same monster as Shuichi. 6 months ago, Claire returned home only to find her parents had been killed and found a horrible black shadowy monster resembling her older sister, and it handed a gold coin to Claire. Back to the present, Claire knows that Shuichi has an unusually sharp sense of smell, so she orders Shuichi to detect her sister's presence by smelling the clothes her sister used to wear. Shuichi was very frightened by kissing Elena's clothes because he found out that Elena had killed countless humans. When they were walking in the middle of town to buy various necessities, Shuichi smelled the same smell as Elena, so Shuichi transformed and Claire controlled his body to hide in the shadows, waiting for the opportunity to attack Elena. Unfortunately, Elena can feel the danger and instantly transforms into a black shadow that covers Shuichi's body. After seeing Shuichi's face, Elena has tears in her eyes and she doesn't care that Shuichi wants to kill her. This moment also reveals that Elena is actually the one who has given Shuichi the power to transform into a monster. This statement shocked Claire, who was in Shuichi's body and tried to kill Elena. Elena eventually realizes there is someone else in Shuichi's body, so she angrily says the position is hers and immediately removes Shuichi's head, revealing that it was her own little sister, Claire, who was in Shuichi's body. Elena explained that she killed her parents because they were bad people, and Elena only helped Claire, who Elena thought hated her parents. Elena then gave another gold coin to Claire before finally leaving them. In this situation, Claire wants to kill herself thinking that Shuichi is dead after his head was cut off, but Shuichi surprisingly gets up and stops Claire's suicide attempt for the umpteenth time. After that, they decided to go to the vending machine and met a young man, who then used the gold coins given by them to restore Shuichi's body. The man reveals his true identity as a shape-shifting alien, and hundreds of them intend to return to their home planet as streams of living data inside the gold coins, but they are scattered when the spaceship crashes. Unable to find all the gold coins that are scattered alone, the alien recruits humans called gatherers to search for gold coins, and in return, the alien will offer the power to change into any physical form. If there is someone who collects 100 gold coins, the alien will offer whatever power they want or even destroy the planet. On the way home, Shuichi knows that Claire still has a gold coin, and he is worried that Claire will use the gold coin to become a monster. But Claire convinced Shuichi that she would not use the coin because now she already has Shuichi. A few days later, Shuichi and Claire decide to go to the mountain where the spaceship crashed as told by the aliens. Claire guessed that there would be no humans coming to this isolated mountain, apart from them monsters coming to collect gold coins, and they also needed gold coins to get more information from the aliens. Not long after that, they are confronted by a monster with blades for a hand named Tadanori Sanbei, a madman who values strength, as he came to the mountain not to look for gold coins, but only to find someone who can rival his strength. Although Shuichi and Claire couldn't beat Tadanori in terms of strength, they were able to beat Tadanori after Claire used her intelligence. Claire's intelligence and talent in fighting make Tadanori melt, so in the end he agrees to join Claire and Shuichi to collect more gold coins. But not long after that a monster appeared who took their photo, and Tadanori without thinking twice killed the monster. After making sure Tadanori joined their group, Claire took out the cell phone that belonged to the monster she had killed earlier and looked at the photo of the group of people in it, so she came up with a new idea. Realizing that she and Shuichi are still too weak, Claire searches for the people in the photo and threatens to reveal their identity to the outside world. In the end, Shuichi and the others manage to join the group led by a woman named Sayaka. In order to gain Sayaka's trust, Claire admits that her goal is to get revenge on her older sister who killed all of her family members, Elena. Surprisingly, Sayaka also knows who Elena is and she promises to do her best to find Elena, but with the condition that Claire keeps it a secret between them. In fact, the goal of Sayaka's group on this mountain is to stop the monsters from collecting 100 gold coins and gaining superpowers from the aliens, or else the world will be in chaos. Because Sayaka had been betrayed by her friends in the past, Sayaka chose the power to make others keep their secrets so that Claire would not be able to talk about this to anyone, and if Claire violated it, she would die. While Claire is having a ritual with Sayaka, a woman wearing a helmet named Chihiro is attracted to Shuichi. Chihiro reveals that she lost her wallet on the way to the mountain, so Shuichi decides to help him out of kindness, thinking it would be dangerous for someone to discover Chihiro's identity. Chihiro entered Shuichi's body naked, and another group member named Ikuchi watched this with jealousy because he liked Chihiro. Coincidentally, Chihiro's wallet is found by Subaru, one of Elena's colleagues. When Shuichi found the wallet, Subaru without saying anything immediately attacked Shuichi. Chihiro, who is a passive person and doesn't like violence, can't give a good fight against Subaru and can only surrender when her body is destroyed by Subaru. After Shuichi's body was destroyed, he surprisingly gained a hidden special skill that allowed him to merge together with the people inside, transforming into a new form and gaining much stronger power, to the point where they managed to defeat Subaru. When Shuichi and Chihiro intend to end the fight by killing Subaru, Elena arrives and stops the fight. Shuichi desperately wants to attack Elena, but Chihiro stops him because, in the process of merging just now, Chihiro reads the memory of Elena in Shuichi's mind. It turns out that Shuichi and Elena have known each other for a long time, but Shuichi has forgotten those memories. While Elena and Subaru left them, Shuichi and Chihiro fainted and slowly returned to their respective bodies. When Shuichi regained consciousness, Claire was already in front of him and he couldn't remember anything that happened before. Claire realizes that Chihiro actually has memories of what actually happened, but Chihiro chooses to hide what really happened. That same night, Chihiro contacts Elena through Shuichi's memory, telling her what she saw about Elena in Shuichi's memory. In Shuichi's memory, Elena wasn't someone evil, but rather a unique existence, and Chihiro asked her to cooperate with her to stop others from collecting 100 gold coins. Elena cried hearing Chihiro's statement, but she couldn't cooperate with them because she had other goals. The next day, Sayaka's group including Shuichi and Claire decide to go to the place where the spaceship crashed in hopes of finding more gold coins. Unfortunately, there was another group with the same thought, so they were then ambushed by a centipede monster who took Sayaka hostage and threatened them to join his group. One member of the group named Yoda, who also has super physical strength like Shuichi, immediately unleashed his ability and beat the monster centipede with great ease. Sayaka's group then continues their journey, while the centipede monster group appears, which turns out to be led by a madman named Madoka. Madoka and his group then go in search of Sayaka's group for revenge. At first, they intended to fight back, but after witnessing Madoka's overwhelming strength and the sheer number of members, Sayaka's group loses the will to fight. After that, Madoka said that their goal is to collect 100 gold coins together and then give them all to Madoka so that Madoka can gain the most powerful power to rule the world and help them fulfill their wishes. Madoka asks Sayaka's group to join him, but on the condition that they sacrifice one of their own in exchange for injuring a member of their group. At the critical moment, Claire surprisingly gave Isao an oleander seed which has the ability to make plants grow faster. Shuichi realizes Claire's crazy plan and hugs her to express his willingness to take everything that happens next with Claire. After that, they burned the oleanders, which is a special plant that can create a strong poison when burned. Ikuchi, who did not know about the plan, intended to betray them by joining Madoka's team, but he ended up getting killed because of the agreement made by Sayaka's team. Meanwhile, Madoka and her team are getting killed one by one because of the poison from the oleanders. Madoka also ends up being killed in the fire because he doesn't want to leave his injured group behind. This incident was also a big shock for the Sayaka group, especially after learning that Claire and Shuichi could kill many people very easily, so they decided to disband the group for a while. After Shuichi returns to school, he finds that one of his best friends has disappeared. But not long after that, he received news that his best friend had been found burnt to death, making Shuichi realize that he had accidentally killed his own best friend who was part of Madoka's group. Then Shuichi angrily finds the alien and asks him to explain his lost memory, namely why he chose to transform into a monster mascot. The alien refuses to tell why but offers to give Shuichi the chance to become human again for a fee of coins. Shuichi himself actually plans to collect all the coins to restore the world. Meanwhile, a swordsman named Taguchi, who is the only survivor of the incident that happened to Madoka's group, hears the conversation and tries to kill Shuichi. But this time Shuichi easily beat Taguchi and then killed him without hesitation, even though Taguchi was already badly injured and couldn't fight anymore. Apparently, the whole incident against Madoka's group, the death of one of his best friends, and the influence of Claire have disturbed Shuichi's mind. On the other hand, the alien remembers his past with Hinoka, the first person to make a contract and pact with him. Hinoka has friends at cram school and they usually spend time together. They were Hinoka, Naoto, Aiko, Kaito, Shuichi, and Elena. Months earlier, Hinoka suddenly disappeared for no apparent reason. At the same time, Naoto was dating another girl named Aiko. Kaito, who loves Hinoka, secretly searches for Hinoka's whereabouts, but Aiko advises them not to look for Hinoka. Therefore, Kaito decided to follow Aiko, and accidentally met an alien who told him that Hinoka had transformed into Aiko. A misunderstanding occurred where Kaito thought that Hinoka had killed Aiko to take her body, so Kaito killed Hinoka. Unfortunately, Kaito realized too late that Aiko had actually killed herself and not killed by Hinoka, so he was overcome with guilt and gave the gold coin to the aliens. Then, rumors spread about a ghostly girl demanding people's identity and her name. If they could not answer correctly, they will be disintegrated. Shuichi concludes that Kaito is the mastermind behind the incident and he will use the power of the coin to stop everything. Back in the present, Claire finds a doll resembling Shuichi's transformation at an abandoned cram school. Claire decides to hide this fact and finds various excuses to come to Shuichi's house in hopes of finding more clues. Upon arriving there, Claire realizes that Shuichi is not a normal person because the house seems to have not been occupied for a long time, but Shuichi acts as if he doesn't realize what has happened in his house. Shuichi doesn't even realize where his parents are, so Claire concludes that Elena has changed his memory. After that, the curse on their necks made by Sayaka suddenly disappears, as Sayaka and her group agree to have no further contact with monsters or gold coins. They decided to live a normal life and gave all the gold coins they had to Shuichi and Claire. But when they arrive at the promised place, Chihiro has given the gold coins to Elena, and Claire shows Shuichi the doll she found earlier, causing Shuichi to slowly and surely remember everything Elena has done to him. Elena once again tries to erase his memories, thinking that Shuichi will be in grave danger if Shuichi's memories come back, but Shuichi and Claire fight back. While fighting, Elena reveals that she purposely killed Shuichi's parents and erased his memory to protect him. Surprisingly, a ghostly girl suddenly appears before them, leading Shuichi to almost call her Hinoka, but Elena insists that the ghost is someone else. Taking advantage of the chaos that occurred, Elena immediately erased Shuichi's memory and ran away with the ghost. The truth is revealed that Kaito kept all the gold coins, and used the ghostly girl to prevent anyone from finding the spaceship. Elena ensures that Shuichi has no memory of the spaceship being located, preventing him from being targeted by Kaito unless he remembers. Despite losing his memory again, Shuichi vows to end this whole alien game, and heads back to the forest with Claire and Tadanori. With this, Gleipnir Season 1 ended. Seasoned with cool storylines, impeccable visuals, and gripping mysteries, this is a nice watch for supernatural lovers.